Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and welcome to 2021. So today, taking flight in the Airbus A320 again, flying in Spirit Airlines colours from here in Denver to Las Vegas, McCarran. Flight time today is about 2 hours and 15 minutes. We'll jump the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for flight in just a couple of moments. But should be a decent flight today, about, let's say, 2 hours and 15, clear skies throughout. Let's get right into it, shall we? So, first things first, we shall turn on the batteries. Usual setup for the aircraft we all know and love. Nav lights come on, external power comes on. Fuel box is here now, actually, so we'll the airplane up in just a couple of seconds. We'll set the temperatures up to about the midpoint again. Welcome, Leo. There we go. Fuel on board. So we require £15,423. 15,423. So a little bit more. 15,543. That'll probably be as close as we get. So 37% of the fuel tank's full. Fuel pumps can now come on. Also means that we can on the smoking and seatbelt signs. On the motor lights, on the crew oxygen supply. Nav lights come on, strobes automatic, and that should be that. Do you have the tamper add-on for Vegas? No, I don't. I think we're using default Vegas. I was trying to look for a freeware on Flight Simulator 2, couldn't find one even. So default Vegas, and we have got the FlightBeam Denver for our departure today, which again, very, very good looking airport overall. See a few United Airlines aircraft parking up behind us. Right, so overhead is now set up. Jump down to the MCDU and let's start programming our flights for today. Not too many waypoints. Not too many split in today, so I'll plug those in quite quickly. Jump into the FMC, clear that, clear that. Initialization, we're departing from Kilo Delta Echo November. Okay then. To Kilo Lima Alpha Sierra, KLAS. We'll plug in our flight number, which is November Kilo 939. And we will put in our IRSR line that. And our cost next day is 5. With a cruising altitude of flight level 360, 36,000 feet. Right, next page. We'll put in our 0 fuel weight center of gravity, which will do automatically. Block fuel on board is 6.98. And there we go. Now, we will jump to the flight plan page. Before we do that, let's start boarding our passengers, shall we? So, Denver to Los Angeles, November Kilo 939, 30,000 feet, 1 hour, 25 minutes even flight time today, not 1 hour 15. Departure will be in about 25 minutes. Flying an A320neo with 158 people on board. We don't have Wi-Fi, don't have entertainment. We have got boarding music for Spirits. We have got safety briefing for Spirits. We do get snacks, we don't get meal service, and with that, we can now start the boarding process of our flights. Not doing too bad, Sparrow, not doing too bad. Pretty standard flight today. Should be a nice and simple one. Right, down to the MCD, let's look at our waypoints today. So again, not too many to go for, starting with Tayroot. From Tayroot, we fly direct to Hotel Victor Echo. Then we fly direct to Gap. And with that, our flight plan is complete. We're departing via the Baylor for departure, arrival via Site 4. So insert that, that's all good to go. We'll greet the passengers and then we'll continue the rest of the aircraft setup. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard this Spirit Airlines Flight 939 from Denver to Las Vegas. Flight time today is 2 hours and 25 minutes. Just in front of the stage for any aircraft and shall be departing in just a few moments. So far so good, the weather, clear skies throughout, means we should be a nice and simple departure, nice simple landing. And we should get there, hopefully, a couple minutes early. Any questions, speak to camera crew today, otherwise if you sit back,
Pushback
relax,
request
enjoy
not
your flight.
possible as the state is not idle.
quite sure why Pushback Zoomer got involved there. Still an early access add-on, so give it time. When it works great. Just need to learn the very temperamental basics of it at the moment. But it looks good. It does look good, so I'll give it time. I'll definitely give it the time. Flight today is Denver to Las Vegas. Denver to Las Vegas. Right, I've got another departure, which is runway 25 today, via the Baylor 4 departure. Baylor 6 Tayru, yeah, that'll work for us. There you go, transition Tayru, that's perfect, inserts you. We will now go to performance. We will plug in our one setting of flaps. Flex temp is 68, and our V speeds are 126, 127, and 131. Transition altitude 18,000 feet. Standard US. Nope, still waiting for 3080. No idea when that'll get here. Still somewhere in the queue for that. Let's grab the meet off Denver. Right now we're looking at 3209 knot winds, 10 miles visibility, few clouds at 22,000. Temperature is 0 degrees, dew point -11, so pretty chilly actually out here I must say. Altitude 29902, that is fine. Might have some snow pats later, but we'll see. So leave you 29902, flight director set and set. There's no ATC I don't believe, nope, Unicom 12 late. So we shall set the altitude to 36,000 cruising. And pretty much leave everything else automatic, as the A32NX does a pretty fine job at doing all the maths now. Makes my life a lot easier, that's for sure. Right, I'm now done. Aircraft set up, performance set up. We are now just waiting for the passengers to board. So while we wait for passengers, let's go through them all. Let's see who's on board. Any famous names, any Jareds, anybody we should recognise. Don't notice any too many names on this one. There's Gloria Reed. I wonder if she's related to Jared in any way. Nope, other than that, looks like a pretty standard flight. Maybe someone in the chat recognises anybody, but I certainly don't today. Nope. Pretty standard today. Should I ATC? I do use ATC Greenwood. I use IVAO for ATC, not default. Default ATC is not particularly great. Using SimBrief, yes, UV Boss. I use SimBrief for all my flights, and then I use the Lido flight plan generated to plug it all in. I like SimBrief. Free to use, very, very good tool. If it's chilly, come to Toronto. Had some dumping ice last night. Wow, fair play, Captain Safety. Here in the UK, it's about 2 or 3 degrees teeter-tottering, although feels like minuses, so it gets chilly. It does get chilly, but it's not terrible. Not terrible. How many hours of sleep do you get at light? Not enough. The honest answer, Emperor Cabler. Not enough. But hey, who needs sleep? Start the APU now. Get that warmed up. You should become an ATC for a day stream. That's. I'd like to. I'd like to. Takes a bit of practice, I guess, but I'd like to do ATC at some stage using the IVAO network. Need to remember. Need to remove the user points from the flight plan. That always causes problems for everyone. So we delete you, go back. That's perfect. We check out the flight plan, make sure that everything makes sense on the ND points. It's pretty much straight out of departure actually that. So we make the departure to the southwest, fly southwest entire flight, and then end up in Las Vegas. Nice and simple flights, absolutely nothing that can go wrong today. Another thing, 25, yeah, southerly departure, so push back to the right, taxi to the south, make a departure, and then pretty much fly route rest of the way. Not too bad, Rust Bucket, not doing too bad. Do the M320 flight for Microsoft Flight Sim playable right now, like streamed them before. Not sure what you mean by that, I'm Smurfy. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Finished downloading the 821 pack, and they've very nice, Shingo, very nice. watching 240p, check your settings, Charlie. Sounds like you're running on a bit of a slow internet at the moment. Right, passenger's point of view. Right hand side looking good, left hand side looking good. Oh yes, and also cabin crew, galley looking good. In terms of passenger boarding now, we should probably be nearing the end of that now. It's not a completely full aircraft, but certainly a few gaps, that's for sure. Also make sure that the seatbelt sign is turned on here. APU is available, so we'll turn the APU bleed on. Give it a few seconds to power through systems. External power comes off. Version mod 0.5.2. It's the latest version of the A320nx. Been watching you for a while. FlyLive. Welcome, Rust Bucket. Glad to have you today. How are you doing? How to get your map available? Do you have to wait for the... yes, so what you do, Corey, is you align the ADIRs on the overhead. And then in the MCDU, you need to set up your flight plan or departure arrival, IRS initialization, and then align the IRS. If you watch my tutorial on the A320 setup, you get more depth regarding the setup of the airplane. So it's not a difficult process. Just takes a little bit of time. Flying from Morocco to Manchester, very nice, James. Very nice. Right, so in the cockpit I'm done. Passengers are boarding. We're pushing back in just a couple of seconds even. Passengers are now complete. So we need to push back to the nose goes left, and push to the right. That's all fine. Not temperature set. We've got the information we need. Passengers is PACX, Emmanuel. We're using TFDi design PACX. One more person there, Ray. There we go. Thank you very much. Passengers all seated. Let's call the pushback tug over now. Pushback zoomer. Open that. Let's turn the beacon lights on. That ground crew that we are now ready for push and starts. And let us now call them, I guess. So let's do this. Ground from flight deck. Turn right.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard.
Test pushback zoomer.
Audio input and output validated. The recognition confidence was 0.94. The connection to the simulator is up and the aircraft is recognized as loaded.
Sometimes it gives you the feedback, sometimes it doesn't. Just need to, again, be very temperamental with the setup. But it'll get to there. I'm sure once more development goes in, things will start to get a bit smooth and streamlined. Press B or get that HPA step, bro. Right. Ground from flight deck.
Good morning. All doors closed and checks completed. Release the brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, pushback begins.
There we go. Like I say, a bit temperamental, but just will get there. Set the ignition to start. Now we wait for the 8 ground crew to give us the next step.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important...
You may begin starting the engines, Captain.
Which one starts?
Spirit Airlines from the very back of the aircraft. My name is Crystal. Today my squad consists of Connie, Robert, and Claudia. At this time we ask for your undivided attention.
Turn left.
Start turning left.
She said right there, but left will work. Just takes a long way around. Plans to fly Northwest Territories, North Canada. I do Barracuda. I'm mainly waiting for a 737 album to arrive, knowing that those territories are often served by Boeing 737 aircraft.
I misunderstood.
No, turn right.
Start turning right.
You'll get there one day. You'll get there.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Stop pushback.
Yes, confirm parking brakes set.
Brakes set.
Perfect. Pins removed. I'm done. Wish you a nice flight.
Thank you. It's called Pushback Zoomer. It's a voice-commanded pushback tool. It's good. It's good. It needs practice. Also, it's not that it doesn't understand my accent, Paddy, there. It's more because I'm still talking, it now believes I'm giving it more commands, and so it's listening out for everything I say. Basically, when using the Pushback Zoomer, I just need to shut up, and then it will do as it does. Alright, engine 2 starts. It's free to download on flights and not to. Free to download on flights and not to. You watch my 7.4 4 stream again, trying to fly. Engine won't start. Any ideas? Not sure about 7.3, I'm afraid. The engine's not starting. It might be something you're doing wrong in regards to setup. Right, engine 2 starting. There's a wall from it somewhere. Oh, there it is. This is his first day, he's nervous. Yeah. Welcome HSC, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat.
Do not inflate the vest while inside the aircraft. The vest can also be inflated or topped off by blowing it into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated shark attack
Engine 2 is stable. Do a quick flight control check now. Ailerons active, elevators active, rudder active, speed brakes active. Right, back to engines. Arm the spoilers, flaps down 1. APU comes off, taxi lights on, parking brakes released, halfway to runway 25. With your specs, isn't what you're doing good much of flights? Yes, it is BMW. I mean, you can see it right now how it's performing. Got no issue with Microsoft Flights and how it runs.
Once again, please make sure your seatbelt is fastened, your tray table is secured, all carry-on items are stowed in overhead bins, and all your other belongings are jammed, crammed, pushed, and mushed underneath the seat in front of you, leaving you absolutely no leg room whatsoever. And yes, ladies, this also includes your beloved handbags as well as purses. For your comfort, you'll find a reading light and air vent above your seat. We will be dimming the lights for takeoff and have the appearance of our flight attendant. Estimated time of arrival to Dallas Fort Worth is going to be 1 hour and 27 minutes. Thank you for your attention. Welcome aboard.
Taxi's pretty simple. End of this load, turn left. Taxi to the end, and then approach ourselves to the runway. Yes, you're using the A32NX Matty. We always use the A32NX on our A320 streams. No point using defaults when there is for a better out there. Mods Jarmo, all my mods are listed in the description, so if you wish to know what mods I'm using, just check out the description, everything's in there. No worries, Shingo. Don't want to taxi too fast. Don't you remember that the A32NX does now taxi on idle throttle, given that the engine power output on idle is pretty strong, even in the A320neo. QNH, nope, we're using... Oh, sorry, I use QNH. It's 29992 out here. That should be inches... Hang on. Okay, well, it should be in inches right now. But 29992 is our altimeter today. So yeah, you're right. QNH and it's QFE. That's the other one. There you go. QNH, QFE. Oops. Bus about to cut us off there. Do you plan to fly Copilot in the future? We must see some variation streams. I do plan to. Just waiting for the mod to become more stable, the Copilot one. But there are definitely plans to do Copilot flights in the future. Yes. Right, going to make a left. Bit of a downhill drop here, so got to be careful, don't go too fast. Can you fly from Seattle to Anchorage? At some point we can do. At some point we definitely can. Alright, do a quick pre-take checklist. So brake sets to max. Cabin is checked. Takeoff config set. And with that, the pre-takeoff checklist is now complete. Fun little tip, if you want to save some FPS in the A32NX, turn off the co-pilot's displays. Saves you about 10 FPS doing that. 10 FPS. You never look at them, so what's the point leaving them running? Very bumpy taxiway this, I must admit. Very bumpy indeed. You can see if you look at that on the ground, small little dents in the ground that we're kind of navigating over. Some sort of water irrigation system to our right. With a ditch, not going down that. And the runway pretty much now just in front of us. Any planes coming from Microsoft Flight Sim? So we've got the A321 now. We have got the A330 out in a couple of days. In terms of, we've got the Aerosoft CRJ. That's been confirmed now for Q1 2021. So that's only a couple of weeks away now. There's a few coming. There are a few. We're skiing 3 days ago in Colorado Mountains. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I've only ever done indoor skiing. I'd like to do outdoors at some stage, but I've only done indoor so far. I was moving too fast tour at 21 knots, which is pretty standard for a taxiing speed. At least here in Europe it is. Don't know if America has any real limitations on taxi speed. But generally it's between 18 to 22. It's called PACX, slice line. TFDi designed PACX. Love stream, hope you soon be able to donate. Now is BMW. Thank you very much. Right. Almost there. Now, very bumpy airplane in this. Now the passengers are. You can see even the wing flex, just as we bounce around with each layer of tarmac. See, kind of just on the ground there, the way it bumps, straight bump, straight bump. Not sure if that's just how the ground mesh here works. Just back on the run on the taxiway. But definitely looking a bit worse for wear, this taxiway, I must admit. Well, the departure is expected for another 6 minutes. We'll be airborne nice and smooth again in just a couple of seconds. Cabin crew, seats for departure please, seats for departure. Right, hold position. Announce that to the cabin. Cabin crew, seats for departure please, seats for departure. We shall check, make sure the runway is clear to the right. Clear to the left, no one's on approach. Runway is ours. Turn on the landing lights. Great release. Enter the runway, and let's get going. There are two 737s on the way, Farmer, or 737-800 in particular. You got the PMDG NG3 for $139.99, and there's also the freeware 737 being put together by the Project Megapack. So we'll definitely see how that comes together when it arrives. Right, let's line ourselves with the runway. Slap 40. 1 2 stable. To flex. Again, looking like a very bumpy runway this, so got to be very careful about that. V1 rotates. Positive rate. Gear up. Pitch for 10 degrees. Make a left hand turn now. Get ourselves onto the inshore heading. Passenger view for the camera view to passenger seats. You can either use the showcase cam or follow my tutorial on custom wing views. back to climb. Activates the autopilot now, so that take care of everything. At 10,000, then lights come off. 18,000, we will switch switch to standard altimeter, and then we are pretty much good as golden. That's up. Spoilers reset. We would have the ignition on, turn that off as well. It's pretty much clear skies here towards Las Vegas. May have a few clouds at high altitude, but for now, pretty much good as golden. Was senior free? No, this was the FlightBeam Denver. Cost about $20, I believe. Denver was a mod. FlightBeam Denver. 1,000 feet. Running lights off. Come on, there we go. Yep, flying with Spirit Airlines today. Flying as Spirit 939 from Denver to Las Vegas. Tail code November 913 November Kilo. Now flying over the heart of Denver now, the city. I'd say it's a bit of a trek to get through the airport. Then again, it's so empty around here, so flat, nothing for miles. Interesting to see Denver. I'd like to visit one day. I'd like to visit. I'm not sure how much there is to do. I'm sure they go little park over there perhaps. There's city centre. Imagine the views of the mountains as well, pretty good. I'd like to visit. I'd like to visit. Correct. Sounds are included in the A320nX.
Gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder,
Okay, do a landing at Denver's bunker runway. We did one a couple of weeks ago, quote the Raven. We flew from, I think it was Miami to Denver. The runways aren't so bad. At least the runway we came on, which I think was 1 of 4 right. That wasn't so bad. Taxiways again, pretty rough, but the runways, they're not too bad, pretty smoothed out. Then again, we'll see what runway 25 landing will be like, because there were definitely a bit of definitely a few bumps on that one, that's for sure. Using PACX, very nice Kendall. In terms of departure, across nice and stable. Switch to seatbelt sign off and give passengers their freedoms back for a short couple of minutes. Don't forget, we will be using the replay add-on later, FlightControlReplay, so do stick around after landing, get a chance to use landing from both the left and the right, and seats. Going to boost your Discord server 2 times tomorrow, very nice BMW, that would be appreciated. Try to get a few boosts on there, try and get some of the niceties, the extra emotes and all that. Pass through 18,000 feet, altimeter set, hang on, push, that's it. You've flown Spirit a few times, never a bad experience. It's like Ryanair. You look at Spirit as like the jokey airline, you look at Ryanair as a jokey airline, low fares, cheap people, but ultimately their service is as good as you can get, really. I mean, there are rules and regulations that require you to have a certain amount of service, and so, yeah. No matter how much you pay for a ticket, you're not going to get a bad experience 9 times out of 10. If you're buffering, we shouldn't be buffering. We've got a pretty strong. Well, we're in the green for now. 8,000 kilobits per second. We should be doing alright in regards to connection. Welcome, Drawyah, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. How are you today? Now left the well, now finding is it the Rockies, these ones? These the Rockies. Now left Denver over. I'm not number one with American geographical landscapes, so I believe these are the Rockies. I could be wrong. Watch my Denver. See you later, quote the Raven. Aviation stream once again. Not has. Oh right, okay. So that's a Project Fly. What happens to Project Fly? Sorry, what are you guys having issues with? Welcome, Stas. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. If you do visit Denver, go visit the Sand Dunes National Park in Alamosa. I'll note that down actually. If you guys recommend it, then might as well. Not too bad, Ludwig. Not doing too bad. So far, so good. Yes, they're the Rockies. Thank you, Paris. Drove them through an American Truck Sim. Very nice. I need to think about. I'm thinking about American Truck Sim. Not sure if I'll stream it or not, but from what I've seen, it does look rather good. I'm an avid Euro Truck player, so I don't know. Is American Truck Sim worth it? Would you say compared to Euro Trucks? Bit of turbulence. Bumping now to find the Rockies. Do expect a little bit of an updraft, that's for sure. Should clear out relatively quickly. I need to figure out my internet at this point. For some reason, my internet's been really bad recently. I'm not quite sure what causes it. I'll have to figure that out at some point. No climb V-speed, Carl. We're using the... well, actually using full VNAV right now to climb out. We have LNAV and VNAV in action. Allowing the aircraft to do everything at this point. We'll probably switch to a manual speed later, just for the sake of getting there quicker, but ultimately doing alright. In fact, yeah, let's do it now. So we're going to set the speeds to Mach point, well, I can't set to Mach just yet. But when we get to cruise, it'll automatically change that. ATS wasn't worth it when it came out, but the other DLC it is now. Not so much DCS 2 though, fair enough. If I find it on sale, I believe it goes on sale quite often, so if it goes on sale, perhaps I'll pick it up. Not doing too bad, Brad. Not doing too bad. So far, so good. Fearing Faith Fan A. Oh, right. Not quite sure why Arlie's giving us his thesis today, but it is what it is. Could you fly from Sunset to Istanbul? We can do it at some point, Farmer. Oh, Pegasus Airlines, actually. That's that'll be an interesting one. We'll see. That's quite an interesting one, that's. What's the flight number for it? What's the flight number for Stansted to Istanbul? Passing through flight 285, 28,500. Flight time today, Khalid, is 2 hours and 25 minutes. 2 hours and 25. Hang on. Cheers, Corey, for subscribing on Twitch. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for support. Look at that. 1 hour 20 expected arrival. That shouldn't be the case. I'm sure when I set up, it was 2 hours 25. I'm certain. I'll have to check that now. I'm certain I said 2 hours 25. For some reason it's jumped an hour there. Welcome, Captain Colin. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. Looks like quite a flight, steady control on the way by. Not tonight, Brad. Not tonight. I might do a stream later, we'll see today. I might do a short flight maybe from Italy to Germany. Tomorrow, we'll do short hauls tomorrow as well. I don't have to long haul now for a couple of weeks because I'm just completely wiped out in doing those. I enjoy long hauls, but they're just, they do take it out of you eventually. There we go, so if you can now to our right hand side, there's some snow covered ground down below. See an aircraft actually as well, flashing lights just in the distance. Shouldn't cause any problems, that's plenty of space in between us, plenty of altitude as well. Getting quite turbulent. I'll turn the seatbelt sign for the sake of keeping people safe. I do expect things to smooth out later. Definitely getting a bit bumpy right now. No, it's Captain Colin, talk to you in a bit. Welcome Totus, how you doing? Welcome Adam Aviator, how you doing? Runway in Vegas, we'll be landing runway, bring up. I'm expecting 26 left into Vegas today, runway 26 left. That may change later on, but that's a pretty recent pull there of info, so probably going to get that right. Pushback works myself. Yes, it's called a Pushback Zoomer Grant Suit we tried out today in the stream. It's alright. Bit of teething issues, but definitely getting there. I quite like it. Yep, Silence has ticked up Tony Power. We have turned the seatbelt sign on. We're nearing our cruising altitude now. Should the aircraft fall for some... Well, no, it keeps... Sometimes it levels off a bit earlier, so I think it's actually leveled off now at 34,600. The rest of the way, we'll just have to kind of help us a little bit. Can't do Mac just yet. Installed all the updates to have the Las Vegas Strip view. Check your photogrammetry settings, Richard. Check your photogrammetry. It's not a part of the main graphic settings, it's one of the side options for online stuff. It says like your photogrammetry might turned off. AR779. Cheers to that, Brad. We'll have a look at that, Stansted Handbook. Could be quite an interesting one. Probably wait till we get UK 2000 scenery for Stansted because, well, like Luton, Stansted Network goes through quite a lot, and therefore don't want to blemish that with the with the default scenery. So we'll see. It's like there's a scenery now for Helsinki Vantaa by, I can't remember the developer who did that. I've looked at screenshots. I'm very, very indifferent about that. Toast, thank you very much for the 133. Hello chats, hello to the best virtual pilot on YouTube. Cheers to that, man. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for the kind words. Star. Yes, Helsinki. I've seen screenshots of it. It looks a bit indifferent, to say the least. If they update it and improve it, I'll probably pick it up, but based on what I see right now, it's not the greatest, I will be honest. The satellite imagery is different colours to the rest of the world. The terminals look very much like default assets that are put together. Not a fan, not a fan. Is there an app for free shots for landings? Yes, there is, Vladislav. You can either use Google for that, or you can use, if you want freeware, then ChartFox is probably as good as you can get right now. Give it a second. Do you SimBrief Plaza? Yes, I do, Corey. Use SimBrief for all our flights. So, this is ChartFox. If I put our destination, Las Vegas. Hang on, if I put the right icon code up, there we go. Right, so our approach charts, we can get runway 26 right, I think it was. Yeah, 26 left all the charts for. So with ChartFox, you do get all the info you need. It does look rather good. Cannot fault that. You can see, for example, the inset will be 3,800 for the glide slope. So we're bringing that for our approach. Bit of terrain to the south of the airport to worry about, so we're coming from northeast, not a problem. Then go to the stars. We're coming in via Site 4 approach. Site 4, there we go. I don't know if we can rotate or not. But, I know it's quite good for an FB. It's free to use. It's not like Navgraph you have to pay for. You don't get nav data with it, so you are down to basic sim info. But you can't complain really. It does look rather good. ChartFox is what it's called. Yes, severe turbulence. We're getting a bit of turbulence today. Not severe, not terrible, but definitely notable, that's for sure. But hey. Have that Rocky seen that? Huge delay. Well, the reason for the delay will be down to the fact that there's been a few stutters and internet drops so far. It will sort itself out eventually, but there will be a slight delay. DC donation, it was there, Tolis. It was there, don't you worry. Have you flown to the North Pole in this game? Yes, I have. Not on stream though. We got quite close to North Pole on stream when I did the flights from Helsinki to San Francisco. That was pretty far north. Yep, landscape's looking very good indeed tonight. Today, looking very good indeed. Gosh, you are right, there is a bit of a delay going on right now. That's about maybe 3 or 4 minutes. I do apologise, it's down to the internet. It's been very, very lossy recently. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not as good as it used to be. Not as good as it used to be. Right. Passengers getting their snack service now. Satisfaction looking very good indeed. View from the cabin, very, very pretty. From the left side though, a bit nicer. Right hand side, well, apart from the engine, not quite snowy. The left hand side, look at that. That is Midwestern America right there for you. Hey Drawyah, hope you're doing good. Anyone famous on board? Not today, GG Batagol, not today. How you doing, man? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, welcome to you far away as well. How are you both doing today? So far, so good from my end. Flight looking nice and shaky right now. We have got seatbelt signs turned on, so a bit of turbulence should subdue soon actually, as we come more towards the west side of the mountains. Over the desert, things come very, very flat, so again, not a problem. Does the 3 top descent? No, it doesn't, Alexa. No, it does not. So we're doing manual descent. Well, we'll use the systems to descent. We just need to time it manually. So about 36,000 feet today. So 369, 612, 18. 108 miles from the airport. We shall start our descent. 108 miles. When I'm getting my F33080, not sure yet, Jonathan. I've got no ETA on the 3080 yet. You'll get here when it gets here, I'm afraid. That's all I can say. I'll say PACX. I love it. It's a very good add-on. It just adds. Again, it's a small add-on, simple. Doesn't add, I guess, too much menu-wise, but in regards to giving you the passengers in the back, just so much more you can do. So much more you can easily do with it. Nope, no Jads on board today. What motherboard do I have? To be honest with you, Captain Colin, I'm not sure. It's some OEM Dell board from some ancient times in the past. I do plan to upgrade it to an AMD spec of some sort in the next not too distant future. So when the graphics card gets here, when it gets to about a week away, I'll order a graphics card and I'll order a motherboard and CPU, and then upgrade both of those as well at the same time. That way, rather than being a CPU bottleneck, everything kind of just comes together. Hopefully, we'll be a bit more stream geared, gaming geared, but we'll see how it all goes when things go by. Welcome, Espingu. Welcome, Tortix. How you doing? Thank you, Brad, for arriving. Much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. Hint, hint, if you use Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription on Twitch. Use your free subscription here. Thank you. Nah, that's not me. You guys know I don't ask for donations that often. Not quite sure what you're saying there, Espingu. I'm afraid Spanish is not a language I've studied too much of. I do, Robert, looks great. Hello everyone, welcome to Austin, how are you doing? Watch out with the chats. Does anyone know how to get fixed the infinite load screen? Not sure, Lloyd James. Infinite flight I don't know too much about. Do you play the joystick? Yes, I use the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog for my Slim. Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. Styler, you have a issue with A32NX. Cheers to that, Radeon. Thank you very much. I presume you used the Twitch Prime subscription, that's. Well, much appreciated, thank you very much. If you're having an issue with the cockpit, Styler, turn off the co-pilot displays. You just use the scroll wheels to darkness. Turning both of these off saves you about 10 FPS. During my A321 stream, someone pointed out in the chat, like, hey, I found it by accident. If you turn off the co-pilot side they don't use, you get 10 FPS. So I'm like, okay, sure, let's do it. And it does. It does save about 10-15 FPS. It's magical what that does. X-Men have a few mods installed for Airbus only. Very nice on your PAL. Tow lists are pretty good. I do like the tow list family of aircrafts. The 319 to 321, and they've also got the A340, not too far away at this point. Graphics card, I'm running a GTX 1660, Brian. A GTX 1660 graphics card. Again, another look at the snow covered Pan Zen low. Just a reminder that with Microsoft Flight Sim, all the snow you see right down are not textures per se. This is not satellite imagery. Well, the ground is, but basically what Microsoft do, what Sobo have done, is they actually use a layer of shader. So you have the ground terrain, and on top of it, almost like an invisible layer, which changes over time. So during different seasons they'll change. So in the winter they'll put a snow layer on top, and so all that snow is not satellite imagery for snow. Instead, it's generated scenery that just covers a layer of snow in like a realistic kind of way. It's very, very good actually. They're very smart. It's not textures. It's just a shader layer that goes on top of everything. I remember that Dovetail Games were planning to do that with Flight Sim World when it first came out. So they had the different seasonal textures, but they wanted to replace that to have just one set of textures and then a layer of shader on top, because by having that, especially on a local sim game where there's no online streaming coming out of that, they basically have 4 textures for each scenery, and therefore 4 times the texture sizes, 4 times the simulator size. And so it saves file size, it makes things much easier to run, and rather than, like I say, rather than having 4 separate textures for different seasons, which in a sim of this size would be thousands and thousands of terabytes, it would be crazy. Because, well, right now there are 4 petabytes of scenery in this. That puts it at 16 petabytes with different satellite images, different seasons. 14 petabytes are not going to go on your system, that's for sure. So, shades make it easier, and it does look really good, that. Cannot fault it. Does look really good. K7 Deserts, it can do Corey, it's just very rare. So I remember the Saharan Desert a couple of... Ooh, there's a monolith over there. Random spike in the ground. A couple of years ago, in fact, in Saharan Desert, where it hadn't rained for like 104 years, and then all of a sudden, a light bit of snow that came out of nowhere. 104 years hadn't rained there. Is it Shmiel, does your radio frequencies not change 829 knobs? It should do, Michael, it should do. John 122 8 for the Unicom. Set you, that's all fine. From here, 12 decimal 8s, 124850, 124850. Should do. Liveries come from the Liveries Mega Pack. What's Button Stop Shaking? Veronica asks. It's the Sec 1 button on the overhead panel. Flight Control Sec 1 turns off the elevator controls as they try to make the aircraft. Well, they overcompensates the stability of the aircraft, and as a result, things get a little bit bumpy. On this occasion, though, it's not so much down to the overcompensation, more due to updrafts flying over the Rockies right now. What is Unicom? Unicom is a non-governmental frequency that pilots use to extract information for airports, runways, and weather. And in the case of both IVAO and VATSIM, it's a free communication just to keep people, just keep communication with other pilots. Wing views, it's, the easy way to do it is just go to the cameras and go to Showcase Cam. The last 2 are the wing views. The more complicated way up on a tutorial on, so I'd very recommend checking that out for more detail. Basically, to get the smooth transitions, it's a small edit in the config to get your coordinates adjusted, and then work away from that. Will this have a release replay function is marked? No, Apocalyptic. There's no replay function coming yet for Microsoft Flight Sim apart from the pay-aware flight control replay. Also, actually, I've noted Salty Simulation's doing a replay mod as well. Still in the very early testing stages right now, but there is another replay mod coming from the sim, and that one looks like it will be a freeware. Do you believe in UFOs? Well, UFOs on its own is an unidentified flying object which exists all the time. In regards to aliens, surely there will be some life out there, just either not yet contacting Earth or not yet making ourselves visible. Unicom channels, yeah, so Unicom channels for all pilots managing the control, and that's the takeoff plans, etc. I've literally answered that question, Veronica. Already answered that question. Pay attention, please. Sec 1 on your head panel. No need to spam the chat, copy and paste. Quantity run explain 11. Minimum settings more than 4 FPS. If you turn down the flight models per second, I think it's called, option, so I think by default it's at 10, reduce that to 2, you do save quite a few frames on that. You're flying the flight factor 350 on X-plane, more these to Drawyah, about halfway through screen in black, apart from the FMC, primary flight display on next screen, any idea? No, sure, Bud, not sure. Sounds like it's just a flight factor glitch, I'm afraid. Flight factors are not my specialty with that one. Try the camera thing, get custom views. Didn't work. Any ideas? Not sure, Elijah. Seems to work for the majority of people in the chats. Or in the comments even. Well, so to the fight. Nope, I've just said Gash. No replay mode yet. If it didn't work with the wing view tutorial, edit the A32NX cameras file directly and not via the official folder. So they changed that how that works now, but if you can't get it from the official folder, update the A32NX cameras and you should be fine. Welcome, Minash, how are you doing? Welcome to the chats. Do you have a throttle quadrant? Yes, I do, Zility. The Thrustmaster, HOTAS Warthog. HOTAS Warthog for everything. So we've now left the Rockies. Turbulence is dissipated. We'll turn off the seatbelt sign again. So that's no smoking. We'll leave those on. Seatbelts come off. Probably preferable, that. Most aircraft these days don't have a seatbelt smoking option. That's all automatic. Yes, Guynam, I do remember you. How are you doing? Welcome back. So we're just over a third of the way there now. Just over a third of the way there. Should be landing not too distant future, I'd say. Do you like maths? How good are you at it? Maths is alright. How good am I? I got a B at high school. I got a B in maths, so not great, but did alright. I do alright. Did you play the Thrustmaster Airbus? No, I played the Thrustmaster Warthog. My brother uses the Thrustmaster Airbus. What did you do full-time? Marketing and social media. Marketing and social media. You're a literary teacher for Big Intermarkets in 2020. No worries, Diego. Always happy to help. Always happy to do tutorials and other small things as well. People like them. That's fine. Welcome. Ragged Gamer, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. How are you today? How are you doing? Getting a bit cloudy now. Not too much writing. Aircraft's doing alright. If you turn the anti-ice on, then the E-cams should give that information to us. Throughout the game is, I do like Microsoft Flight Sim. I do like it. It's not the perfect platform yet, but it's getting close now. It's getting close. A lot of these default aircraft have got, well, the mods to improve them are fantastic, and so as they get in there. How to play in VR? Not in Microsoft Flight Sim. I played Next Plane in VR, not Microsoft Flight Sim. Do I plan to? Perhaps. If I've got myself a headset. No worries, Jonathan. More than happy to answer them. Is X-Plane better? For flight dynamics and some jetline systems, yes. For everything else, again, it's kind of your preference. What do you want in a flight sim at this stage? Yep, just leave elevators and hang on, ELAC and FAC. Elevators and something, can't remember what FAC one is, but yeah, leave those two off. It's just the middle button that you need to press. Max height for the A321 is 41,000 feet, I believe. 40 or 41,000 feet. Will we get it high? Probably not. What did I take for A levels? I took photography, geography, and computer science. Would I like to be a pilot? I'd like to. I'll definitely do a private license at some point. I'm not sure if I go commercial. Probably not. Probably not. Let's see, Las Vegas now at the end of R&D. Not too long to go now. Not too long at all. Las Vegas is the UK version of Skegness. I wouldn't disagree with you there. So, preferably change the username, otherwise I'm just going to have to remove you. Mark's also very nice, Vladislav. Very nice. What's the difference between A320 and 321? So the A321 is longer, has a few extra rows of seats to the back. Instead of 2 overwing exits, it has a larger door at the front and behind the wing. And that's about it really. Ooh, another airplane up there. It's a longer airplane and has different exits. Otherwise, the rest of it is pretty much the same. And then the Neo to the CEO, you got sharklets rather than wingtip fences, different engines. And again, that's about it really. They're not too similar aircrafts. How do I stream? I stream on Wednesdays, Saturdays and Sundays. Sometimes I'll do Thursday, sometimes I'll do a Friday. But Wednesdays, Saturdays and Sundays are my main days for streaming. I also about Customers Pilot 320. Yes, I am. Should be a rather good one, that. Who do you think Blackpool is? I'd say Blackpool's closer to Las Vegas in the UK than Skegness, that's for sure. But I don't think the UK really has like a quote-unquote equivalence to Las Vegas. Not so much like a gambling casino town and such. And such no desert towns. We have no desert here. So we're landing in approximately 57 minutes at the stage. I think the A321neo looks ugly without sharklets. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, an aeroplane's built to function, not to look good. As long as it gets 220 people from A to B, that's the main thing for that. Is streaming GA flights can get you subs? Not sure what I mean by that, Panknack. Is streaming GA flights can get you subs? Not sure what I mean by that. Thank you there, Brian, for the $10. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, sir. Thank you very much indeed. You are a star. Thanks for watching channel. Thank you very much. Pog, said Vladislav. Yeah, $10 is a lot. It is a lot. I'm sure that will go nicely towards. Like I say, any donations I get, ad revenue, that kind of stuff, pretty much goes straight back to the channel. So the next big purchase for me will be the motherboard and CPU. Potentially a few scenery systems as well. So, like I say, donations, ad revenue, that kind of stuff, I don't spend that on myself unless I desperately need to, which is very, very rare. And I've got a job for that kind of money, so like I say, whatever you guys give the channel goes straight back to the channel. There's no point in me hoarding it for myself. You're the ones who watch this, you're the one who gives your money for it. And so ultimately, that money goes back for you guys' enjoyment. Yeah, stream tomorrow, Captain Colin. I might do a stream tonight as well. See about dinner tonight, see how that all goes, but I might do a stream tonight as well. And as I say, Italy to Germany perhaps. Which is about the Illusion 96. It's an alright aircraft. Not many operators. You've got Cubana, I think is the #1 operator for that. But yeah, again, it serves a purpose. It does what it does. Cubana, and I'm sure there's another operator. Maybe Aeroflot? I think maybe Air Koryo have that for some of their rush routes as well. No, I don't think Aeroflot have it. If they did, they retired them. But yeah, if it works, it works. Not too bad, as you know, not doing too bad. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats. If you love Vision 20, GPS memory loss, what does it mean? Basically, Panknack, you need to align the IRS. If your GPS is lost, you need to align the IRS. Watch my tutorial for more details on that. Could you fly from Dublin to Warsaw Modlin? 787 lot Post Airlines. Did I fly 787 that route? I thought it was more of a 737 route for lots. more of a 7-3 route, that one. Doing ground takeoffs, CMX successful landing. Does a bit of practice, especially when you get decent starts. Yeah, well, so with landings, always takes practice, but I'm sure eventually you'll get there. Do you know what the MC21 is? The MC21, that is a derivative of the ARJ, I think it is? The ARJ? Or am I thinking of a different aeroplane? I know it's not COMAC, it's the United Aircraft Federation, I believe, the MC21. I've heard of it, I couldn't picture it, I think, to be honest with you, Milos. I know it, I just can't picture it. Could you go to Paris? We can do it at some stage. In Paris in real life. Rome to Cologne, that's a suggestion right there. Rome to Cologne. How long is that flight? Rome to Cologne. How long is that one? Do you know how to change time on the chrono? For the chrono, that's based on the clock, which I keep forgetting. It's just literally a countdown clock. For the main aircraft itself, not sure, I'm afraid. Jads, everything's set to Zulu International Time. Have a look. So, yeah, basically there should be a mode here, so you can set it. So that would be in the. So you got local time, date, UTC, dates, local time. So you should set it with the set option. Obviously, not yet a thing. Also, that seems to work actually. Very nice. One day I remember these chronos. One day. No, I'm not TF Lewis. We're using IVAO for ATC today. Can you get A320neo Microsoft Flight Sim? No, guy. No A320neo yet. When will the 737 come from PMDG? 737 PMDG will be out Q3 21, so towards the mid-end point of the year, Q3 2021. Paris, Montreal, or Paris, Shanghai? Not this weekend, Chad. Not this weekend. So I see no long hauls, that's for sure. Rome to Cologne about 1 hour and 10 minutes. We'll see, we'll see. It's a shortish route, that one. Can't complain. Thank you there, Lekka there, for the subscription. Much appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel. Star, thank you very much. Longest I've done was in X-Plane. I did a flight from London to Perth. That was 18 hours. And then did a 30-minute turnaround, flew from Perth to Melbourne. That was another 2.5 hours. So in total, both of those flights in one sitting, 22.5, 23 hours. Next X-Plane stream, not sure, Charlie. I've potentially got an X-Plane stream coming up. Total's updated today through 21, so probably showed that off. But we'll see, we'll see. Don't think it'll be too long away now, next X-Plane stream. Any bush flights? At some stage we'll do Elijah. Bush flights we generally leave for our group flights we do at the end of every month. So potentially end of January we'll do group flights, and well, we'll do one at the end of January. Potentially bush flights, we'll see. Greetings from Palm, Russia. Good evening. Welcome, Norabut. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. Would you do it? Where would you do it? Not sure yet, Charlie. Still, like I say, I've still got decisions to make regarding the X-Plane stuff. What's your favourite Airbus? My favourite Airbus? I mean, I'm more of a Boeing person myself, but if I had to do a favourite, it would probably be the A340, A310 or A340. Flight to Istanbul Airport would be cool. Some stage we can do. Do you sleep at all on your two flights? The second flight I did. Second flight took a bit of a rest. The first flight, no. As it was a charity stream, I sat there for the whole time and I talked. But no. Second stream I did get like a 3-hour nap, 2-hour nap, that kind of thing. Happy New Year, Martin. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chats. Does flying on low ping Microsoft Flight themselves cause crash desktop? No, Robert. No. If you're having low ping, that just causes internet. Well, you'll lose connection, but it should not cause a crash. Let's plug in our approach now. It says I was ready for landing. Oops, leave an engine page. So we are expecting a runway 26 left, and less. Do we have a site for approach? Answer is yes. Yes, we do. So plug in that. Pre-no we are not using, so no vias. 26 left, site 4, insert that. head over to the radios. 111.5, that's fine. Approach has now been set. It's pretty much a straight approach to that one. There's no real turns, no real routing you take around. Like our departure, pretty much straight into the runway. Just excited, ISD Thrustmaster, HOTAS Warthog, Big Boy J. HOTAS Warthog. Hardcore. You gotta do it, you gotta do it. Raised about, it was like £400, £450 for the Red Cross point in COVID, so it was worth it, certainly worth it. In FSX, you can open doors, jump down here. Can't be done with key commands, Veronica. Doors automatically open when you do the jet bridge. So, call the jet bridge over, doors automatically open. Approach already, not yet, Menage. Approach will be in approximately, I'd say 20 minutes. 20 minutes we're approaching. What's my play like? My play's alright, Farmer. My play's alright. It's easy to get into, just pressing 2 buttons in the flight config, and you're in. Will Microsoft Flight be on the Xbox One S? Not sure, Milos. I know it'll be on Xbox Series Xbox Series X it will be. The Xbox One will not be getting Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm not sure about the One S, because that one's the slightly beefy version instead. I'm not sure. If I'm honest with you, Milos, I don't think so, but cannot confirm. Will I upgrade the hardware? Yes, I will, Jad. Yes, I will. I've got a 38 on order, just in the queue now, like 300. I'm about 300 from the queue of getting one, so we'll have to wait and see. Doing Spirits Miami to Dallas Fort Worth, very nice, MT Palm Tree. How'd you like your eggs? Scrambled or poached? Scrambled or poached? Not a massive one for fried eggs. Too much oil in that. It's like bacon. Bacon for me is overrated. Too salty. Too salty. PlayStation 5? No. It will not be coming to PlayStation. Microsoft Flight Simulator will not be on Sony PlayStation. Only Microsoft Xbox. Shout out to Rejed's mum. Have you heard about the Project Make Pack 10.3? Yes, I have. You think it might make the PMDG unpopular because the quality of the A321 might be interesting. We'll see. We'll see about that, because the Project Make Pack 737, I'm not sure what model they use, because the 321 is based on the default FSX model, so they have a default 737 in that to use. A lot of it comes down to cockpit systems, because PMDG, don't forget, the last price they announced for it was $139.99, and therefore it's not a cheap option, but it comes down to systems. If the systems are decent in the freeware, then we'll have to look at how PMDG reacts. If it's a very basic cockpit, then we'll have to wait and see, but I don't know. I've used Project Make Pack before, their stuff looks all good, can't fault them really, so we'll see. So you prefer smoked bacon. Again, I'm not a big fan of bacon, just because again, you fry it crispy, it's just like, I don't know, too oily, too greasy, too not nice. If I'm having meats, I'll generally have something a bit thicker, so for example, chicken sandwich, rather than those thin slices of chicken, I'll probably go for the proper, slightly thicker ones and that kind of stuff. I don't know, I'm just not been a fan of super thin fried meats. I'll have it, don't get me wrong. If the sandwich has been offered to me, I'll take it, but it's not my go-to choice, if you know what I mean. Xbox Series X and S. There you go. Only released on Xbox Series X and S. Flight time today was about 2 hours 15. I'm 29, 2:15. Hot dogs or burgers? Burgers. I'm more of a burger person. Anytime. Right, so, we'll be beginning our descent in about 10 minutes now. 10 minutes to descent. Also, you have the aircraft swaying cruise. What did you think? I mean, it's a bit of turbulence there, Lever. But if you want to turn off the swaying, just turn it off a sec on the overhead panel, and that stops the swaying. But like I say, that's not the overcorrecting ailerons right now. That is turbulence from the elevators. It's turbulence, wasn't that? can you unscramble NL something nah? Probably not. Probably not. So it's not words that long, that's for sure. Because of that Borat, I will never go to Turkey. There you go. I will never go to Turkey. Thank you for spamming. You're to YouTube right somewhere. Not sure what you mean by that, Anne. Not sure what you mean by that. Is the 787XT better than basic Microsoft Flight Sim? Yes, says Jad. The 787XT is a cockpit upgrade for the Microsoft Flight Sim 787. I use it. It's alright. It's not too forward at the moment because of its limitations. Thank the Aviator Dan for the 199. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too as well. Thank you very much for support. You're a star. Yeah, so 787XT, it updates the ICAS displays, updates a few things like fuel burn and autopilot, but because of the fact that it's a premium deluxe aircraft, therefore has a lot more protection going on with it. It's a lot more limited in what it can do. But yes, compared to default, it has been upgraded. Yeah, there you go. Turkeys can't fly, according to Leonard. Nope, no they can't. Can next flight be 787? Probably not, Captain Colin, because 787 would mean long haul, and I am done with long haul now for the next couple of weeks. It's been good doing long haul, but I do need a chance to actually sleep now in these next couple of weekends, so we'll see. How are you determining your top of descent? Asked Maverick. It's your altitude times 3, so we're at 36,000 feet right now, flight level 360. 36 times 3 is 108, and therefore we'll start our descent 108 miles before the airport. Did you make drinks cart? Yes, you have dark side. Drinks cart was not too long after departure. No, Milos, Microsoft Flight Sim 20 will not be coming to Xbox One. Not going to Xbox One. Only Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. Current gen, not last gen. First time you meet a person who doesn't like bacon, we cannot be friends. Aww. Like I say, if I'm offered a bacon butty, I'll have bacon butty, but it's not my first choice of meats, that's for sure. It's just salty, oily, greasy, horrible. Yeah. Do you think the front 737 and 727 is the same? Yes, Diego, because they are. So is the well, 787's got some differences with the external model, but the 727 and 737 are very similar aircraft. They're both 3x3 seating interiors. The main difference is the main bulk, where it goes with the wings position and the tail layout. But no, it's pretty much the same, 1-to-1. What's the difference in missed approach and published? Normal. A published missed approach is where the tower will contact the airline's company to do all the paperwork and all that. Normal, I think, is then for you to do paperwork and that kind of stuff. So in regards to flight simming, it's not at all different. It's more like real life how it all works. One gets published by ATC, the other one gets published by the pilots. How do you know how far from the airports? Using the ND there, so if I zoom out, you can spot the airport. Whoops, zoom out, I said. The airport is between the 160 and 240 marks, so 160, about 200. So the airport's about 180 miles away from us right now. Also, you can use this. So we are currently 23 miles from Gap. We have 197 miles to our destination. So, there we go, 196 take away 22 is 174. So you can use the ND, or you can calculate it from the FMS. ETA is 1839 Zulu. 1839 Zulu. About 40 minutes. Canadian bacon might be calling, not greasy, fried or smoked, not salty either. I'll have a look, Do we sell Canadian bacon in the UK? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll find something like the international section in the supermarket. I have to see. landing 26 right, my parallel landing. Are you on IVAO, Anne? If you are, then what's your flight number? Let's have a look on the map. Also, the map, I've not showed the link yet. Let's have a look, shall we? Not you. Not you. That one. Oh yeah. So you are. Hang on. So this is this is a link for our flight plan. ETA 1840. You're expected at 1835. So you'll be 5 minutes before us, Anne, presuming that you're Foxtrot Alpha 032, flying from Albuquerque. So either you slow down or we go for a faster descent. So given that we're approaching on the speed limit right now, probably the latter. Sort of former. There we go. That there is our tracking link for those interested in looking at our flights. Very good scenery, thanks Drawyah. No Spirit Raven. Yeah, don't thank me. Thank the Sobo. Thank Microsoft Bing. Bing Maps, this. Bing Maps. Greatest mapping tool ever. Actually, if I'm honest with you, when it comes to stuff like FSR tasks for FSX, I always use the Bing sources over Google ones because the Bing Maps satellite imagery, while not as up to date, I do find actually a bit more clarity. Is that why I share your previous flight plans on Discord? If not, okay. Yes, Rishi. Yes, I can share my previous flight plans, presuming I've still got them. My downloads folder, I think I've got quite a few of them. So, is there a particular one you're looking for, Rishi? Is there one that you're looking for in particular? How much is IVAO server's average player count? Let's have a look. So right now there are 1,300 users online. Maximum last 24 hours 1,126. About 1,300 right now. 112 controllers, 1,150 pilots. Coverage, a little bit of coverage in the US. A few pilots online right now. Europe, very full at the moment. Russia, got a few planes out here. Asia, got a few planes around Central Asia. Australia a bit empty right now, but then again, in Australia right now it's like, well, 3 in the morning, so there's too many people online in that Pacific. You got fair coverage. South America, very full as well, along the east coast. You get your fair share. It's great flight plans, Farmer. I use SimBrief for my flight plan creations. Reply to you later. What is Sky Vector? At the moment, it's nothing. It's just a broken tool. Basically, it's an improved, more realistic flight map based on the Sky Vector website. So it used to have a lot of charts and graphs and maps and that kind of stuff all built into the sim. It's not working now since the VR update. Might see a fix for it. To wait and see. You're on IVAO, use flight from Microsoft Flight Sim. Don't know if you're on the website, might be on your map. What's your flight number, Anne? What's your flight number? So what have you plugged into the IVAO client when you loaded it? Because there is one aircraft coming in towards Las Vegas. That's November Foxtrot Alpha 032. Could be you, but IVAO does have the protection to run names, and therefore that bit I can't find out. Same flight from Bournemouth to Nice, then to Cairo. After you confirmed the Bournemouth airport, very nice indeed. Please do Gabriel live. Oh right, it's you again, Bora. Again, the more you spam, the less I'm going to do it. The more you spam, the less I'll do it. I did Antalya a couple of days ago. Antalya's pretty good actually, the approach into that. Got the sunset as well, which is really good to see. And what time's next stream? Not sure, Farmer. If I do stream again tonight, it'll probably be a little bit towards later evening, like 8 PM, 9 PM time. We'll see. We'll see. Tomorrow, pushing around midday. Midday tomorrow. So you're doing it again. Copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Next time, Bora, I'm just going to ban you from the channel full stop. And nope, I'm not going to do your flights requests, because again, it's just spam, spam, spam. What's the favourite you've ever done? Favourites in Microsoft Flight Sim, I presume, not real life. Vienna to La Penrance was good. The sunset on that approach was fantastic. That was back towards the early end of the winter. We did the flights. What else did we do? It was pretty good. I enjoyed Frankfurt to Buenos Aires. That was a long one, but well worth doing. I think Berlin to Paris was pretty good. Shame that was him crashing at the end there, but that was enjoyable. Actually, I'd say Berlin to London at night. That was a very good one. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah, there's a few flights I enjoyed. There's only a few in there. Right, let's get ready to start our descent in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes descent. How old am I? 21. 21. Can you have the flight from KLX to Salt Lake City? Some stage you can do, some stage you certainly can do. Just a bit turbulence, not bad as earlier. Let's get down to, was it 4,000? Was it? Destination data in a second. Not that, 3,000 up to 6,000 again. But yeah, insets for the glide slope is 3,800, going down to 4,000 for that. So back on our initialization, and then we will start our descent. So performance, go to approach. Let's grab the META information for Las Vegas. Currently 1904 knot winds, 10 miles visibility, few clouds at 16,000, scatter 25,000, 7 degrees centigrade, dew point -6, altimeter 3028. Right, so QNH is 3028. High pressure actually compared to Denver. Very high pressure. Temperature is 7 degrees centigrade. Magnitude of wind is 1904. Trim there, getting quite bumpy now. Transition 18,000. Decision height will be 700. Right, let's do this. 128 in the approach speed. Bring it down to 4,000. There we go. You invest in Bitcoin? No, I'm not. Getting code test tomorrow. Very nice XD. Settings. Done a couple of spamming this time. Not sure about that one. What's happening with the settings? The video on my settings. Really watch that one for more detail regards to what I've got at the moment. Bus streams. I stopped doing the bus OMSI 2 on my channel because I got a lot of disgruntled comments on that one. So OMSI 2 I've put on pause for a little bit. Where's your flying calendar? Was a flight I did a couple of days ago. Vancouver to Calgary, I think it was. That was pretty good. Not doing too bad. Bieta, not doing too bad. How you doing? Welcome to the channel, to the chats. So far so good. 3-day weekends thanks to New Year, so I thought I'd make the most of that. Would you recommend Infinite Flights multiplayer? I mean, I've got Infinite Flights, looks alright. Airport coverage pretty good. I'm quite excited for the wild updates regards to 3D buildings and scenery upgrades. That's going to be a big one for Infinite Flight, that's for sure. I'm telling you now, XT Flight Simmer, you're the only one calling the buffers, and it's every stream you like that. Drawyah buffering, no, XT, that's you. Yeah, that's fine. Smiley face from Gokay. Start our descent, landing in just a couple of minutes. Well, a couple of minutes, I mean about 28 minutes. If you love doing the bus game, though, you should continue that series. Like I say, I do what you guys want. If you don't want to watch OMSI 2, I'm not going to force you to watch OMSI 2. I'll just enjoy that in my free time, I guess. More OMSI for me. Now, I'll say, you guys kind of are the ones in charge of the channel. You're the ones who get all the say in what I do. I enjoy what I do. You guys enjoy different things. I'm not going to force it kind of thing. First flight menu A320 was probably the flights I did from... Thank you there, GG Bag off for the £30 there. Yeah, it's amazing. Cheers to that, man. All the best in 2021. And all your great streams we will appreciate. You managed to set a Jared's back pocket. That's amazing. Cheers to that, Batsy Girl. You are a star. That's amazing there. No, seriously, thank you for that. It's amazing. Do you use PACX yesterday, Marche? PACX is in use. MC21 is the future. Oh yes, no, I know the MC21. It's like the Airbus A320/737 clone aircraft coming from the Federation Aircraft Republic, something like that. Yeah, I do know what I'm talking about, Milos. I do know it's now. We'll see. They've got claims that it's going to be like the longest range single-aisle aircraft ever built. We'll have to wait and see. Is Aviator Dan in chats? I've seen him a couple of times in the past. I've seen a couple of messages coming through. Ultra settings, how much FPS as a cockpit? We're on high and ultra, Captain Colin. It's a bit of a mix between the two. But in the cockpit, FPS wise, we are right now getting approximately... Hang on. About 28, 29 FPS there on the thing. And Oliver there, for sponsor, thank you very much indeed. You are a star. Welcome to economy class. On board the aircraft, please leave your onboard luggage in your overhead lockers. Anything smaller, instant seats in front of you. Sit back, relax, enjoy your flights. Not real fans, they don't enjoy watching buses, they shouldn't watch. That's true, Paddy, that is true. Happy New Year to you, Pilot 777 RFS. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chats. Not sure why Purple wanted to make negative comments on live streams. Plenty of choice, enjoy his channel, and a great content creator. Cheers, Dr. Ofen. Thank you very much, everyone, for the kind words to you again. You guys are fantastic. That's why I stream. That's why I stream. I enjoy Flight Sim, I enjoy OMSI, I enjoy what I do. And so, really, by streaming it, I kind of share what I enjoy to other people, and it's kind of just a way of getting... No, you guys enjoy it, I enjoy it, what's the point? I could fly and not stream, but that for me is a bit more boring, because, yeah, I could fly, I could enjoy PACX, but you people watching, you're the real passengers on the flights, you're the ones I'm actually talking to, you're all the ones in the back of the aeroplane going from A to B. It just adds more enjoyments. Even before my channel went big through Microsoft Flight Sim, I had about maybe 20, 30 views on it at a time. Probably maybe an average 10 each time. It's like, yeah, 10 people, we all chat, so we have a bit of fun, have a bit of laugh. Can't fault that, really. Did you look at airport charts for while flying? Yes, I do, okay. I use ChartsFox for the charts on that. So we have looked at sets. Need to be aware of some high altitude ground to our left on the glide slope. Ultimately, not too bad. That's our approach via the Site 4. What did you play for Microsoft Flight Sim 20? X-Plane. I was an X-Plane 11 user. Next stream, I might do on tonight's Milos. I might just do a... Oh, hang on. Just got traffic up there. What are you? Are you a 737? Let's get our binoculars out. No, it's an American Airlines A320neo. So that right there is an IVAO aircraft. Is it you? Potentially it's this aircraft there. That's us. That's going to be them. They're a bit high, I must admit, for Las Vegas. They probably should start descending soon. We'll turn on the seatbelt sign now. And we will set the altimeter to 3028.
The flight crew has turned on the flash seatbelt sign. Please adjust your seat fasten your seatbelt.
Luton upstairs and back to Luton again. Can be good flights. There, that'd be again 2 quick flights that, but you do get 2 legs in that. Wish that your real life flights looked like that. Depends on the airline, really. Depends on the airline. How do you learn to read airport charts? I mean, I did geography throughout my schooling life, and so reading maps is not too difficult for me. Again, in terms of charts, it's kind of just looking at them, learn the basics and breaking it all down. It takes time, it takes practice, but you get there. You get there. Nice, satisfied. Oh no, it's 93. You was going to congratulate me. If we land early, we get a few points up. We'll have to wait and see. Do you think flying an airplane in real life is much different from reality? Yes, it's definitely different to reality. Flights, there's a saying, it's easier for a normal person to get used to a flight sim than it's for a real pilot to get used to a flight sim, just because it's so different in a sim than real life that you can't get 100% right. It's like I say, I could probably program their FMS because that's not too dissimilar to real life, but the moment you get hands-on with a stick, that's where things feel very different. I mean, I've done gliding, I've done some GA flights in the past. I can tell you, no flight sim is one-to-one real life. You can get close. X-Plane's blade element theory is very good for flight dynamics. No flight sim is one-to-one with what you expect in real life. PMDG 737 comes out in Q3 of 2021, so just before the end of the year. We'll see the PMDG 737 before the end of the year. Can you fly Scandinavian? We can do it at some stage, Milos. Certainly can do. I feel a bit low at the moment. I disagree. I disagree. We could have reduced our descent rates if we needed to. We're only about 50 odd miles away from the airport. We could reduce to 1,000 feet per minute for the time being. The speed stats will help with the approach. Hey there, Drawyah here with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Epic quotes. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Pipeline Microsoft Flight Simulator would be like anyone playing ATS with a keyboard, only the rules are the same. Correct, correct. Check out 7.4 Gear, for example. 7.4 Gear is a 747 pilot, flies cargo. The moment he tried to fly the 7.4 in Microsoft Flight Sim, very different experience. And he was using proper yoke as well, so that just kind of gives an idea of what a real pilot can do in Flight Sim, compared to what I hear with however many hours of computer experience can pull off. Very different things indeed. Probably actually flying not too far from what's it called? The Hoover Dam. Let's approach. Try and spot it from the air perhaps. Welcome to Spearmint's Lights, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Pass through 10,000, landing lights come on and on. That's fine. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing please, 10 minutes.
Las Vegas. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash once
Beat me
final
to
time.
it.
Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright.
What did you play tonight? Not sure yet, Milos. If I do fly to Germany, it will probably be either Alitalia or Lufthansa. Alitalia or Lufthansa. Thing. I know that all the scenery around Vegas got upgraded with the US updates. Did the airport get upgrades too? I'm not too sure. Oh, there's only one way to find out. Now it'll be in 18 minutes when we touch down on 25 lefts. Have you tried Navgraph data? No, I haven't yet, David. No, I have not. Still using default data, using ChartsFox for our charts and mapping. Can you fly from Mumbai to Delhi? Again, with India, I'd like to. Still get mean comments to this day about calling Goa Maharashtra, so if that's what one video can do with one small bit of error, I'll try and... I'd like to, but for now, we'll leave it. Are landing flights required with the interim delay? Yes, they are, Johnson. Yes, they are. Landing lights are visual aid, as well as a chance to give pilots more spotting. That's the thing, like, a lot of these lights... We're flying a big bright yellow aeroplane. If you can't see this, you've got problems. But with all the lights, it's just anything to make the aircraft more visual, anything to make it easier to spot you. So yes, landing lights are a requirement below 10,000 feet. We fly KLM at some time. When the 737 gets here, Martin, certainly. When the 737 gets here. Certainly when the, what's it called? When the 777 has come out as well. Extra smart ships with Honeycomb. They created a yoke for Microsoft Flight Sim, but you can still play with controller. Honeycomb didn't create the yoke specifically for Microsoft Flight Sim because the yoke came out, well, the Honeycomb Alpha yoke came out about 2 years ago now. About a year or two ago, so it came out before the Sim. It wasn't built specifically for the Sim, and yes, you can use a controller because, well, Xbox controller for Xbox Flight Sim. If you want to sub to your channel, is it better to see it on Twitch or YouTube? I mean, it's down to you really, Zork Club. Both of them generally, yeah, down to you really. What do you prefer? YouTube or Twitch? They both do what they do. We're going, well, we're landing in Las Vegas in about 16 minutes. 16 minutes to approximate arrival. You heard that Spirit Airlines won the worst ones in America, is it true? Again, it comes down to people's opinions. It comes down to what people say. Some say it is, some say it's not. It's like Ryanair. Some say it's the worst line in Europe, others say that it's not. It comes down to really opinions. Cheers, Daniel. Thank you for the kind words. 30 miles to go now. 30 miles to a landing. On the landing aids now. How much you paid for the plane? This is free, ADN. This is the A320neo Microsoft Flight Sim default with the freeware A32NX mod. Yeah, the banana 320. Let's give it a name. This is the Spirit Airlines Bear Fair yellow livery. Right, let's prepare ourselves now for landing. KLAS A20 on short final road 26 left, landings in the moment. Okay, so we'll keep a visual out on that. We'll also announce KLAS traffic inbound from east, runway 26 left, ETA approx 10 minutes. So we'll announce our position on ATC. No visual yet at the airport. Okay, apart from maybe... Oh no, not that. Okay, so we'll keep an eye out for the airport. We'll keep an eye out for traffic. Don't know if we'll see too much on the approach today. We'll pass that down to 200 knots at this stage. Probably going to take it on override right now. That's 200 and... Hang on, stop descents. There we go. Speed things up a little bit. Well done UK, not too bad. Cheers all club for subscription on Twitch. Thank you for supporting the channel. You are a star. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. What are you saying? It was Fly Scotland. We've got Scotland planned soon, certainly. So with EasyJet. Headset's weird. Can't hear well. Something with a new new pair of headsets, Sergeant Potato. Love from India. Thank you, Fake Dynamic. Weather from the UK. Cloudy, cold, not too bad. Not too bad. Is FlyByWire A320 models in the A320 for P3 Aerosoft? Yes and no. The only thing it really misses out on right now is the VNAV approach. But in regards to the FMS setup and aircraft functionality, I'd say so. I'd say so. Now I need Beyonce to sing a song of spirits with some spirit drinks. Maybe later, but certainly not today. Keep an eye out now because we should be approaching the Hoover Dam. If we spot the Hoover Dam, that'd be pretty good. But which one of these valleys is it, is the question. It's one of these, or which one? You want to go on long flights? Well, go ahead, Menashe. I can tell you now, I've got no plans for long flights in the next couple of weeks. How does Wales come out of Flight Sim? About as we expect in real life, Farmer. Not too much going on there. Lots of fields, a lot of grass, some civilization around Cardiff, but again, it looks as good as the rest of the world in Microsoft Flight Sim. A lot of detailed, high refined satellite imagery, and just overall a very good experience. I might fly to Cardiff actually at some stage. I've not done a Cardiff flight yet in Flight Sim. We'll see about tomorrow then. What routes do EasyJet operate out of Cardiff? Do we out of Cardiff? Not too sure. We'll have to see. Right, let's get ourselves ready for landing now. So they reduce speeds. Get ourselves ready with the localizer. And also get ourselves ready now with the flaps. Flaps 1. There it is. There's Hoover Dam. Told you we'd see it. Told you we'd see it. Hoover Dam. Localizer set. Flaps 2. Airports in sight. Approach mode. Armed. Subscribe to this channel, you're the best. Cheers as well, club. Thank you very much for the support. You're a star. Do you guys about to update everything watch sim? I don't, Blueberry. I've seen a few people report that, but I personally have been able to avoid that. Right, so it sets low brakes. Spoilers will arm. Flaps will from the controller. Stick we got there. That's what we got there. Cool, right. So we'll leave it on flaps 3 for now. Flaps 4 set with the gear drop. Let's now announce KLAS traffic on final runway 26 left. How do you understand A320? It's basically in miles, Marco. So we cruise at 36,000, therefore we start our descent at 108 miles. 36 times 3 is your flight's level times 3 divided by 10. $7 miles without landing gear. Does EasyJet fly in America? No, Aviageek. No, they do not. Happy New Year to you, clearly. Thank you very much. Just flight 747 through to Hoover Dam 2 flights ago. Yeah, I'm sure it didn't go well for you there, Blueberry guy. You can fly anywhere you want, it's only a game. True. True. Nobody's stopping you. But no, there's no airspace bans, there's no one stopping you from flying over restricted airspace. If it's in the sim, it's in the sim. There's no like virtual fighter jets that'll stop you from flying through restricted airspace. Any other aircraft for flight sim, you've got an A321, a 747-400, and soon an A330. That was just in a couple of days away now. Small adjustments left to make to the model, really. Let's get the replay tool open. So once again, we'll do the replay of the landing from the external and internal views. There's a new update that's coming soon, actually. Better be sure to pick it up. Aircraft departing to the left. Close Tenerife. We can do. I mean, the majority of that flight will be over Water Farmer, if you want to look at water for 4 hours, but certainly possible. 220, not yet. Milos, not yet. No 220. There's one being developed. Just a little bit of time away for that one. Right time for landing. Very nice hack out. Get it down. I'm set for landing. Right, pre-land checklist. Gear down, 3 greens. Brake spoilers armed, brakes set, landing lights active, cabin is secure. We have landing clearance. Pre-landing checklist is complete. Correct Helge, this is the FlyByWire A320. Cabin crew, seats for landing please, seats for landing. Oops, modify. Not humorous, just a general. Are the mountains not glitching the game? I don't think so. Mountains look alright. How do you want to capture the altitude be at? It'll tell you the FMS, the final altitude, and then you're looking at 2 magenta diamonds then on the center of your screen. What's that? TFDi design PACX. Jog, TFDi design PACX. An A330 someday when it comes out. Not yet released, therefore not able to fly. Right, we're at 1,600 now, so in a couple of moments we shall switch off the autopilot and hand fly the rest of the way. Do you think butter the bread? We always butter the bread. We always butter the bread. A little bit of crosswind, and about 4 or 5 knots. Not terrible. Might put a little bit of rudder in that, but we'll see. Spike deactivates. Stable approach. Missed approach altitude sets.
Above.
Minimums. Nice like there. 1 white, 3 red, but we can adjust that.
500.
It's quite a steep approach actually, I must say. Steeper than I thought it would be. Committed, we are committed.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Ooh, not my best landing that one. Not my best landing, reverse thrust sets. 100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots versus cuts. Not my best. Not my best. Flared a bit late there, admittedly. Well, I could get down a little bit later, but obviously not. Like I said, it was a bit of a steeper approach than what I'm used to, that one, so I'll put it down to
Ladies and gentlemen,
unfamiliarity with the
Las Vegas.
airports.
The local time is 10:51 a.m. and it's currently
In terms of
about
landing, that was perfectly alright. So most
degrees
aircraft land between
Fahrenheit.
150 to
You cannot
250,
use
so in
remote
terms of
devices
real life, that
to
was a
remain
spot on
until the
landing.
aircraft has come to a complete
I have done
stop and the
smoother.
stop sign is
I have done much smoother in the past. Cross the runway, do a clear up, and then taxi the gates.
If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
Landing lights off, taxi lights set, APU starts. This is default scenery for Las Vegas. This is definitely default scenery. Looking at half those landmarks. The airport looks alright. I've seen worse than this in before. But could be better. Could be better. Looks like out there. It's about 9 degrees centigrade right now. Not sure what it is in Fahrenheit. But it's actually not as warm as it normally is. Aircraft pushing back from gate 88 right now. They're also flying in Spirit Airlines colours. Or is that a ramp? Not quite sure what that is. Oh, it's a bridge. A tunnel even. Sorry, it's a tunnel. Bridge comes underneath that. How do you land control the A320neo? Just practice, Store Club. Just takes a bit of practice. Eventually you get there. No one's perfect from day one. We'll head over to that American Airlines aircraft over there. Park up near that. Hard landing. It's not, again, 248 was it? It's not a hard landing per se. Harder than usual. Most commercial aircraft land between 150 to 250, so pretty much a standard approach, that one really. Right, parking brake sets. APU's available, APU bleed sets. Engines off. Beacon lights off. Wait for the fly log to do its thing. 1 hour 25 minutes. Hey Google, 9 degrees centigrade in Fahrenheit.
9 degrees Celsius is equal to 48.2
48. Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to Las Vegas. The time outside right now is approximately midday with the temperature outside being 48 degrees Fahrenheit. We thank you flying Spirit Airlines, we wish you a safe onward journey and we hope to see you guys again in the very near future. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check. Don't go anywhere just yet, you lost, don't go anywhere just everyone. We have got the replay to show. We have got the replay, so if you want to see the replay, feel free to. If not, see you later, talk to you soon. we'll let the passengers disembark the aircraft. We'll expedite the deboarding now.
We'll see what we can do. No promise.
Goodbye, Lisa. Goodbye, Caroline. Goodbye. Whoops, can't get you. May, Tina, and Bruce. Goodbye, everyone else. So if we end the flights now, November Kilo 939 A320neo from Denver to Las Vegas. 1 hour 25-minute flight time. Planned departure was 17:29, but arrived at 17:25. Planned arrival 18:54. Arrived at 18:51, so about 3 minutes early. 158 passengers, 92% satisfaction. 242 landing rate with block time 1 hour 40. Reckon your work. Friends about the airline. Can you find the airplane? All good indeed. So I dropped the flight reports in chat for people who are interested. Side stick, I use the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. This disconnects from IVAO as well. Avoid any conflicts with the online networks. And let us now go through the replays. So hang on, make sure we're on the external power, set U, APU off. Do you see EasyJet? I don't think so. Got SpiceJet over there. No, just SpiceJet. Unless, well, two of you guys have said it. Aircraft approaching now, American Airlines. Very nice. Right, let's do this. So we will load the first one for 2021 recording. There we go. Give it a few seconds to load, and then I'll enjoy final approach. So again, we'll do passenger views, we'll do external views, we'll do the usual stuff we always do. Just got to wait for the model to load. There we go. Silence the warnings. Go to the right hand side. Pause. Just a bit closer to the airport. Wait for scenery to load and go. So, from the right hand side. Pretty standard approach. There we go, just adjusted the speed slightly to make it more lifelike. Right. So again, approach pretty standard, nice and low over the Las Vegas populace.
300.
Yes, this is an add-on. It's called FlightControlReplay. It comes out soon. Not yet, about a week or two away.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
That could have been worse, actually. That could have been worse for a 242. Aircraft slows down. Colour reversers, spoilers, drop. Now do the same from the outside. So if you want to see how it works basically, so we'll adjust the slider to, so again there's our SG, so say we'll go to about 3000 and just press play. All good from there. So again, over the Las Vegas populace. The scenery in this sim is fantastic, seriously. There's no sim that looks half as good as this, let me tell you now. Not with add-ons, not with defaults. Evening Ori, evening Sebastian.
500.
Do I have P3D? No. Yes, I got P3D V4, not V5. Got the highway there that goes pretty much alongside the runway. Again, the scenery looking fantastic. Ooh, that's... hang on. That's a very low passing tower, that I must admit.
300.
I'm quite interested in knowing what the clearance of that building is right there. Not much, I must admit. If you're a plane spotter on that roof, if you get access to the roof, you'd be pretty much golden with your views of the airplanes, I must admit. It's pretty, pretty much no coverage on that one. Alright, back to replay. So, final approach, all looking good.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
There you go, touchdown. I'll say, it's a good landing that. Heavy on a touchdown, but the senior on approach was amazing. Let's drop back. To do one more from the external view. Get it about 3,000. John Spy for Sobo will release it soon. Well, don't know about that gas yet. So they've not given us a release date on their replay mod. Nope, this is being developed by... I don't remember the studio's name. I think it's just called FlightControlReplay, but it comes out in a couple of weeks. Also, it does more than replays. It does also allow you to record it directly to an MP4 file and all that. And also, rendering settings, so it will slow down the sim, adjust it all. Actually, adjust your FPS as well, videos to make it much higher as well. There's more replays. There's a few other things as well. I plan to do a video at some stage about it, going to all the small details. It'll be rather good.
1,000.
Right, so got one more landing replay. Let's have a look. Again, over the populace. So far, so good. We'll see the low clearing building on the way in. Which again, just it looks fantastic. Just the aircraft, the world, the whole thing, how it fits together. And so I've really hit the ballpark here with this.
400. 300.
There it is. I'm going to check in real life. Is that building down real life? Probably not.
50, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Yeah, the replay mod does make it a bit fast on the outside. So they are working on the speed now. So I think that's what we're going to get in the next version. Just kind of an update with the speeds and all that. Make it a bit more lifelike kind of thing. It's not perfect. But again, this is beta 1. We get beta 2 and then a release candidate before they release it. But yeah, there we go. Oh yes, also, everyone knows the 360 no-scope bug as well. That's also going to be patched out. Like I say, there you go. That was a flight from Denver to Las Vegas. Cost €18. Flight control replay, so do keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I think we'll now bring the stream to an end for now. We might stream later on today, we'll see. Pretty much just a case of we'll see for that. So, until then, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, especially those who donated today. You guys are... the thing is, like, it's a bug that, but it's the most hilarious thing in the world. 360. Next time. But, yes, like I say, Flight Control Replay, €18 comes out soon. Certainly worth a look when they fix some of these bugs. Thank you for watching. Take care. Thank you, especially those who donated today. You're all fantastic. Everyone watches. You're all amazing. Happy 2021. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.